Number 13 is when you're hearing voices. When you're hearing voices in your head. Voices are heard in the mind that mock, intimidate, accuse, threaten, or attempt to bargain. Voices that refer to him or her in the third person. I remember praying for one lady from Texas, and she came in and she literally had a conversation. She has a conversation with another being, another entity inside of her. And she would tell me what the entity says, and then I would talk to that entity, which was a demon. The demon would come up. The demon had a name. She had a conversation. They had a relationship. They developed certain boundaries according to her. And the only problem is that she couldn't live no more. She couldn't function no more. This entity took over her life, to consume so much. She could not live anymore. She came for deliverance. And she's like, I heard that you guys remove stuff like that. She wasn't even a believer. She didn't even know Christ. She came there, we led her to the Lord first, and then we started to do deliverance on her and pray for her deliverance. It's when a person hears voices, and it's not just voices, it's not just schizophrenia. We're talking about an entity. We're talking about another being, a spiritual being that lives there, that is intellectual, that is very smart, very clever. A being that has its own voice, has its own ideas, has its own will, has its own appetites. And this being, it rarely stays there by himself. This being opens door to other beings. Unforgiveness opens to bitterness. Bitterness opens it to resentment. Resentment opens it to murder. And they begin to just bring other friends. The demons love to operate in gangs. They operate in families. They operate in the pack. They don't just, that's why you always see deliverances in the Bible where demons refer to themselves as us, not one, because it was a pack of them.